Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we are going to take a look at the EZA for the Strength Android 18. So this Android 18 is a pretty cool unit. She got an upgraded leader skill, but these EZA leader skills I never really feel are like super worth it. They don't do a lot for you. They are useful, but they don't do much. It is an Android's category, which is great. And she also got an adjustment to her super attack, not too much either. She just now massively lowers attack and defense. So yeah, pretty interesting EZA for this Android 18 unit overall. She has attack and defense of plus 18% per Android's category ally, up to a max of 126%. She also gains attack and defense of 18% with each attack performed, up to 54%, or allies gain key plus 2 and attack and defense of 18%, and then Android's category allies gain an additional key plus 1 and attack and defense of 18%, and she has a medium chance of an additional attack. In terms of build, you're definitely going to want to probably build Android 18 into crit. With her ability to have a medium chance at additional attack, it's not so necessary for her to fire off any additional super attacks or anything, and you can mainly build crit with a bit of additional. In terms of link, she's got infinite assault, twin terrors, Android assault, infinite energy, twin terrors, shocking speed, shattering the limit. Pretty stock standard link set. In terms of team, she's probably going to be best on the Android's team considering her passive, but any team where you can have a sizable amount of androids, she's going to be good on. So androids, artificial life forms, which I don't think she's actually even on, androids, time travelers, future saga is solid. Target Goku is also a solid category for her. So overall, those are kind of your options. You do have a couple of units that you can utilize on Pepe Gals that are androids, but for the most part I think those are going to be your solid go-to teams. So in terms of Android 18, we'll take a look at her here. With free-to-play units, I've kind of just adjusted things a little bit, and we're going to just kind of run them pretty stock standard for one Dokkan event. 117,000 defense. She is getting a bit of support from the Hellfighter 17. Actually she isn't, because she's not on artificial life form, so for the most part she's just looking pretty good. Remember, she's also giving support to both other units on the rotation, which is fantastic, and she's got a very decent link set with that Android 17. They share 4 links, I believe, which is great. And really helps them with linking up. She's a great linking partner for Android 17, Android 18 and 17 cards. Android 16 cards she links up okay with. Android 18 future cards. So yeah, she is pretty solid overall. She is a really solid unit. And we didn't get to see her damage there, but 117,000 is a very decent starting point for her defense. She will, gain additional attack and defense with each attack, but the nice thing about it is that she has that chance of firing an additional super attack when there's another Android's category ally in the turn, which means she can really double stack her lowering attack and defense, which is really great. Previously she only had lowering attack, now she's got lowering attack and defense. Lowering defense is considered to not be, it's like the ugly step cousin of lowering attack. But for the most part it's still somewhat useful, so it should help you out to a certain point. You're just probably going to have to be aware of how you're utilizing the units and everything, but overall a pretty solid start. We've got her here now, 112,000 defense, which is again pretty solid. Obviously the Hellfighter 17 was giving her support, but 117k is pretty solid. 1.4 million in attack power. Overall her attack stats are not super impressive, but she's a unit that provides a lot of utility. She's definitely designed to be a floating unit. She's got a very solid kit of utility for a floating unit for a team, for SBR, ESBR, things like that. She can do somewhat decent damage since you can build a crit. 1.5 million, 1.8 million crits are okay. They're pretty good damage. And the fact that she's giving 36% attack and defense to Android allies is pretty good. free key is also great, especially for units like the Tech Android 16 who recently got his EZA. He, pretty famously or infamously, depending on how you want to put it, suffers for not having enough key. So that's really going to help him out. And a lot of, Cell units are key hungry, Super 17 units are key hungry. There's a lot of key hungry Android units. And so having a nice floating support that's, free to play, debuffs the enemy, the opposition, can get her defense to a really solid point, is not bad at all. And I think she is a very nice niche filler for Android's base teams. I think she's a great unit for those teams. She does a lot of good work. She provides a lot of utility. Here we'll get a good idea. So 132,000 for defense. She can still stack once more. So she's around the 150 mark when fully stacked. No support on this rotation, so could be higher with support, but around the 150k, which is really good. And then also in terms of damage, we've got 1.9 there. So yeah, overall, very solid once fully stacked. Doesn't take too long to get there either. We got a bit unlucky, no additional super attacks or anything like that. So doesn't take too long to get there. She should stack relatively quickly, especially for events like SBR, ESBR. 150k is more than enough, especially if she's a floating unit. She's going to be able to handle herself, and she's going to do decent damage with a crit based build, and she'll debuff the enemy, which is also super helpful. So overall, is it the most rapidly exciting EZA? Is she as powerful as units like Kefla or Khalifla? No, she's not, but I think she definitely fills a very, very solid hole in the Androids team right now. I think she really kind of juices up the Androids team, helps flesh it out, helps to just fill in some of the gaps, and is going to be a good unit for those Android 17, 18, 16 team builds, and really just allow things to flow a lot better. So in terms of links, there's a couple links obviously that she's got. Realistically, focusing on links is a bit difficult. You can focus on something like Battlefield Diva, but unless your Pepe Gals team has a surprising amount of Androids, there's Android 21, there's Android 18, you could put in Android 18 future, I guess. Maybe we'll get an Android 21 good in future. Like, we might get a couple more, but I think right now it's quite difficult. So in terms of link set, Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Infinite Energy, the Innocence, those are all going to be very solid links. And you can see here that Android 17 we had her paired with is definitely one of the better units to pair her with. In terms of her link set, she mainly gains some really solid defense. Android Assault goes from 10% defense to 20% defense. Twin Terrors adds another 5% defense. Infinite Energy, another 5% defense. Or adding some crit chance, some chance of evasion. Key as well, which is interesting with Android Assault. So there's some powerful links here on her. Whether it's worth link leveling a free-to-play floating support unit is going to be up to you. But she is a unit that definitely gains substantial power from her link leveling. We're talking, close to 20% defense between her three most common links alone, along with, 2 keys she gains compared to what she would have. Although obviously she provides keys, so it's not necessarily entirely required. But overall, pretty solid. I think in terms of linking with other units, you're looking at things like Battlefield Diva, you're looking at things like Shocking Speed, Charrington Limit, but it's just not really worth it. Like, you can link her with all of these units here on screen, but how are you going to make them work in a team? She's going to be losing a large portion of her passive. She needs a full team of androids to activate her full passive of 126%. She literally needs 6 units to activate that full passive. So it is really difficult, to kind of say she needs, like, this is good for a Pepe Gals team, because she's not really designed to ever function on that team. She really is just kind of made for the androids team. which I think is fine. Like I said, she fills a niche role and she helps fulfill that role quite well. But let me know what you guys think. Have you used her? Have you easy A'd her? And otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next video. But until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.